So my basic strategy when it comes to undertaking any significant effort is to build and maintain multilateral relationships, to use innovation and entrepreneurship to solve really complex challenges. One of the things I would like to do most is to connect with and build those relationships with small, medium enterprises and startups, whether that's businesses, for-profit businesses, or nonprofit civil society actors. I think both of these types of organizations provide a really critical role to speak truth to power, as well as solve really complex challenges. And I've seen these kinds of efforts really take fruit when startups are able to connect to academic institutions, government agencies, established industry, and other larger scale NGOs. We have partners from a very high level, UN institutions, all the way down to very small startups. We've paired these organizations with elite academic institutions, and the work that we've been able to do together has empowered grassroots activists to take a role as the future leaders of gender-inclusive innovation. And these teams, these individuals, and these groups have enabled us to really tackle some intractable problems from many different vantage points. And I think that's where the power of innovation and entrepreneurship comes. I think that's where working with startups and SMEs can be so valuable. I also think that working with marginalized groups, working with underrepresented groups and their representative organizations can be very, very powerful. So when I did my doctorate, I worked very closely with disabled people's organizations in the United States, in the UK, and in Norway. And it enabled me to take my doctorate, my body of research, and do something more than just write a book that goes on the shelf that nobody reads. It enabled me to make changes by taking the knowledge that I had created and putting it into practice. And some of the things that came out of that was basically raising awareness on issues around universal design. It was doing things like changing the values and norms of the institutions that we work in and that we live and thrive in. So these are some of these examples of how I've been able to take really abstract notions and put them into practice using innovation entrepreneurship and using grassroots activism.